Hi guys, this week I did my cultural contact for the month of November. This month I decided to watch 3 shows, which are 3 of my favorites. I watched Crónicas de Sábado, I watched Laura, and I watched Caso Cerrado. Crónicas de Sábado. Crónicas de Sábado is a show that talks about real life stories. Usually it has to do with either recent news that is going on today and day, or it has to do with some Mexican idol, someone that usually it's Mexican related, Latin, not Mexican but Latin, from whatever country they're from, as long as they're Latin. Usually it's people that have made a difference in the world, leaders, motivators, or some people that have become successful from having nothing. Things like, there was one particular one that I remember was about a famous designer, fashion designer. He started off at a young age in his village out in Mexico. He had no money. He started working, made his way up until he ended up doing the outfits that Elvis would wear for his shows. He's the one that created that famous white outfit that you see, which I thought was amazing, that it was a Mexican designer that he did that. That was amazing. And these people, Maria Antonieta, she's the girl in the picture, and Felix, these are the people that do the show. She's a great reporter. She does all these different documentaries. He does the news every Saturday. I think he does the news, but she does a lot of documentaries, which are awesome. She's such a strong woman leader, I would say. I don't think there's a comparison that you would compare this show to. Maybe like Nightline or something like that. I'm not sure. But I don't think there's a comparison to the show, because it's not only news that they do, it's a whole bunch of different topics they talk about. It's what is new for them. And even the name says it itself. Crónicas, which means stories, real life stories that are going on that are just shocking, like that designer that I was telling you about. The next show I watched is Laura. Laura, she's a very controversial woman. She's very independent. She's a very strong, independent woman. She has her own show. She does real life cases. She's a lawyer. She's from Peru. She does these shows that she brings in people that are struggling, whether it's just real life cases that happen, where, let me see a particular one that I can remember. There was a case where the dad was raping the daughter, and it's very, very straight and forward like that. The dad was raping the daughter. The mom didn't know. She goes out and helps these families. Usually it's some parent that contacts her, or it's even the daughter herself that sent in letters that called, that did something to notify her that something was going on wrong in their family, in their household, and she's the one that goes out there and she fights for them, and she puts them out there. And she on the show she had lawyers, she's connected with the police. She's got this whole cool show that goes on that protects these families from all these things that happen. And it's not just rapes, it's a whole bunch of different things. Child abuse, people that have gotten lost. She does a lot of people. She mentions it on her show. You bring the picture, and she shows it out to whoever's seen her show that would help bring in this person that is lost. She does a lot of that. She gives a lot. All these people that are in need, she gives back, she helps them, she provides food, she gives them jobs, she gives them kids, she helps a lot of kids with school, she does a lot of scholarships, she gives out computers. She's just that strong, independent woman that is willing to help. She also does domestic violence. Okay, so she brings in a couple, and usually, not just domestic violence, but usually the guy is cheating on the husband is cheating on the wife, and she's got this whole thing going on. She's very supportive of that. She brings in the guy, she brings in the husband, she brings in the wife, and usually either he's violating her in some way, or he's cheating on her with some other wife or women or whatever you want to call it. And she usually gets mad at the guy, and the word that she uses, the expression, this saying she uses is fuera, means get out, like leave. And she's iconic for that phrase, because that's the phrase she uses when she's trying to express what's going on. But like I said, she's a great person. She helps, she gives back. She's very controversial. She's got a good set thing going on. Like she knows what she's doing. She's helping these people. She's giving back. She's a lawyer, so she battles some of these cases herself. But yeah, really good show. The next show I watched is Caso Cerrado. This is the woman that does this show. She's not an actress. She's a judge. Her name is Ana Maria Porto. She's a judge. She's a real life judge. She obviously does real life stories. She gives back. She helps. She's a very, very strong woman leader. She brings in these cases, that require court. I can't remember any particular ones off the top of my head, because she does a lot of them. She's very, very popular. Like I said, she gives back. She helps. She's got this famous quote. That says, respeta para que te respeten, meaning respect to receive respect. So that's one of her sayings. So she's very, very, it's just a great show. I would compare this to Judge Judy, but she's not like Judge Judy, where she's very, very violent like that. She's got a different personality. Of course, she does get violent when the situation needs it, but she's not like Judge Judy at all. She's a very comprehensive, strong, independent woman that is willing to help anybody, she's just an amazing, amazing person. Of course, what I learned this week, I watched Mexican shows, traditions, culture, of course, sayings, and new vocab. And like I said, all these 3 shows, Crónicas de Sábado, Laura, Caso Cerrado, these are all great shows. They give back, which is awesome. They provide support for people watching, which is awesome, and gives everybody that knowledge of what's going on, so you have that background knowledge of what not to do, which I think is amazing. And yeah, that's what I learned this week.